Hi there, welcome to this video tutorial where we are going to use the scale tool and learn exactly how we can use it and what is it useful for. Let's do a square. That's a square. Let's give it no fill and add the stroke to 1 or 2 to see it. I want to center my rectangle in the middle. I placed here a guide to guide me to place, as usual, the center of the scale or the anchor. To use the scale, it's just over here. You can select it here or press S as a shortcut. As usual, you have the center that you have to drop in. You drop the center. But now there's something interesting. You can press, for example, the Option key, and then you can scale it down. You can press the Shift if you want a better scaling, but really notice what's happening here. You can scale it like this, up and down, the way you would like. Shift will just make it scale towards the center. And then, of course, you need to add another center and then scale it again if you want to. I'm sure you're already used to it. You can come back to the famous object transform again, and Ctrl D if you want to create something like this. It's pretty nice, by the way. Let's select all these and put them aside. Let's select now another rectangle. Let's make these smaller and put them over here. Let's select another square or draw another square. I press Shift and center it in the middle. Now, I would like to scale on this corner here, towards this corner here. So it's not scaling towards the center, it's scaling towards this corner. The way to do it is very easy. Take the scale and simply you set the anchor point. I'm going to set it just over here. And then I'll select the square itself, press Option and Shift and take it down. And then, of course, if I want another one, I better use Ctrl D or simply set the center again as you have done before and scale it down. I'm sure there is a mistake now. I was not careful. Let's put this aside. Okay, we just put it here. I like these things. And then just make it smaller like the other. I will create another square. I'm sure you're having fun here. And center it in the middle just to know what I'm doing. I'm gonna double click on the scale. You have the same story as the rotation. You can decide how to scale it, uniform or non-uniform. Let's say uniform 90%. We can scale the strokes if you want to, and we say copy. So we have another one. Now, obviously, it's happening from the center, and we can go Ctrl D all the way. So that's a bit easier. Remember when we did the butterfly, we needed to do some circles. This one I'm going to delete. You remember when we did the butterfly, we needed to create some circles. So we created the first circle. And let's take the point to 2. Now we need to duplicate the circle and make it smaller or scale it down to the inside. So the right way will be Ctrl C, Ctrl F is very convenient, I know. You say S, that's what's not convenient here. And you just click over here in the center. And of course, Shift and Option, you create another one. If you want another one now, again, you have to set the anchor point and make another one. So really, Ctrl C, Ctrl F was not so bad. It was quite okay. I like it very much. This one, you have to set the center and be precise. The other one was not really precise, but it will give you precision. If I want to, I can just select the big one, for example. Double click on the scale tool and decide, for example, 120. I'm not very sure what's going to appear. I will say copy. I have a bigger one. Now you know how to use these scales. Now there are things that are really nice that you can do. I'm going to select this guy and give it this gradient and remove the stroke totally. So notice you have something quite beautiful that you can work with. Let's make them bigger. Put it here. And also you can come and rotate the gradient. I think it will be -90. Yes. So you have some, something coming up and so on. Maybe more repeats will have been nicer. Same you can do for the circles. You can apply a gradient and remove the stroke. For example, let's take the stroke to nothing. And you have something very nice that you can really work with. Now, where did this gradient come? I did not do it. It came from Window. Where are the swatches? Just over here. And notice I was experimenting with many of them. This is one of them. You can use another one. If you use the radial one, it's very nice. That is arrange and send to back. Yes, they are quite beautiful. This is the way, guys, how to use the scale. It's not much to say, but there is a lot to discover and a lot to imagine and make it more beautiful. I can do the same over this guy. The strokes are very big. In fact, I'm going to remove all of them. That's cool. I'm going to give this. Not bad at all. Notice, guys, beautiful. And you have the 3 of them. And welcome to playing with scale. Actually, I'm just playing. Now, in the next lecture, we do something much more interesting and much more powerful, by the way. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the scale. I hope you play with it and create these kind of shapes. Later on, we'll incorporate them in our projects. I'll see you in the next video.